Good morning. We're here with Representative Mike Sells from the 38th District. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine this morning. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I have two things I want to ask you today. One is about this issue in the ports. What does the word drayage mean to begin with?
Well, drayage is short haul. Drayage haulers are truck drivers who pick things up off ships and maybe take them over to railroad cars or make short distance runs with them. Well, the issue is we have a number of companies that have bid for these contracts, and then they hire people and say they're individual contractors, not employees. And when they're classified in that way, they don't get their Social Security paid, they don't get their Medicare paid, and they don't get the prevailing wage rates for truck drivers. Essentially, they're put into a situation of where they have to even maintain trucks that they may or may not own on a very low wage level.
About how much they make a year?
About $30,000 is what some of them make, but some of them make less, some of them make a little bit more. They don't have any rights, so if there's a problem with the company can just get rid of them or push them down the road without any due process.
And they obviously don't have health care.
Or Social Security, any of those benefits that most people who drive trucks have, except for independent contractors.
This is not a new issue. Last year, there was a bill about this same issue, but it was different.
Last year we said, companies, you need to hire these people and make them employees. This year we're saying it's going to be the port. The port should be hiring those individuals as employees. Just the large ports, the Port of Seattle and Port of Tacoma at this point, and of course they don't want to do it. They're more interested in their bottom line in terms of what they can make for the port.
So if the ports don't want this solution, what are they proposing to solve the problem?
Well, that's a problem. They're not proposing anything.
Wow. The other thing I wanted to ask you, and now we're turning from the sad story to the happy story, are your Centers for Excellence.
Centers for Excellence are located around the state at a number of our community colleges that just happen to be co-located. They are supposed to be the institution that helps coordinate workforce curriculums among the community colleges. I've dropped the bill, and it was passed out of the Labor Committee, which gives them much broader authority to bring in the four-year universities, the K-12 programs. The reason I'm doing this is the issue of marketing all of the great training that we already do in this state. Many companies coming in don't know where to go, don't know who to talk to. Many companies that are here are in the same boat. We can do things in this state like just-in-time training or providing for, if you're in aerospace, composites training that they don't do anywhere else. I think that having the ability to market those programs would certainly help bring more family wage jobs to the state.
Sure. And I just read the other day somewhere about the COHES.
Centers for Occupational Health.
So the bill that we passed a couple years ago, the workers' comp bill, said that we were going to expand the COHES. And I read the other day that this is actually happening.
At this point, it looks like it's beginning to have its effect in terms of keeping costs down and saving money for the workers' compensation system.
So what is the purpose of the COHES?
To make sure that people have a place to go to get the help they need to get healthy quicker and back into the workforce.
All right. Well, hey, thank you so much for this interview, and we will see you next time.
All right, thank you.